Hello YouTube, Kraegan here, continuing my series on Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem. In the last video we defeated Sirkis, which I'm just now realizing is a really funny name for a boss. Now we'll be completing the quest.
I must say, I'm impressed, soldier. When Sandor told me you single-handedly saved the farmlands, I couldn't quite believe it. But here you stand, victorious.
Glad I could help. I'll be on my way now.
What? Nonsense. Everyone is talking about the hero who stopped the sphere, including the merchant prince himself. He actually wants to reward you in person.
I'm not sure it's a good idea. I would rather keep away from honors.
Declining our ruler's invitation is not an option. Go to the palace. The guards will let you in.
Alright, on to the palace. I want to let you guys know also that this video is going to be a little longer than the past videos. I'm going to be exploring the side areas that we skipped in the previous videos. There can be some good loot in those, and I wouldn't want to miss that, so I'm going to be including those when we see them on the map. It might make the videos a little bit longer, but I think it's worth it. Let's see what the merchant prince has to say.
Meet Merchant Prince Damascus of Stormfall, keeper of the sea jewel, the city, and all its people.
On behalf of the people of Stormfall, I thank you and hereby name you the champion of the city.
Sir?
My lord.
My lord, I'm glad I could help, but I would really like to avoid the champion thing and go back to my daily routine.
Your humility honors you, champion. But smile and rejoice with us. Your bravery saved many lives. You made this a day of victory.
Look, they aren't even saved. The Spheres were not attacking. They were fleeing the phenomenon from the deep.
Enough! Leave us!
Milord?
Now!
Yes, milord.
You saw the apparitions, didn't you?
There's more and more of them. You have to warn your people.
Not a chance.
You can't keep your men in the dark. They aren't prepared for this.
I am doing what's best for the city. Mass panic won't do anyone any good. I have allies studying this phenomenon. They will bring me answers. Then we shall act with what little forces we have left. Until then, keep this to yourself if you really want to help the city.
So it tells you about gems right here. You can read that, but I'm sure you guys probably know how gems work from previous games. It's pretty much the same. You find a gem, you put it in a socket. They have offensive, defensive, and support traits, and the items that you get have different. As you can see, these are support 1, 2, and 3. So you just take the gem with the buff that you want, and you stick that into the item with the corresponding gem slot. So I'm going to let you guys know, after looking at the passive skill tree for what seemed like hours, I decided to make a necromancer. So I'm going to be turning this character into more of a necromancer character. I've played necros in other games, and I love having a bunch of undead minions do my bidding. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, with games like these, I like to avoid looking up builds until I've done a few myself. I think that's part of the fun of the game, for me at least, trying to figure out how to build a good solid character.
Damascus is playing a dangerous game.
Sometimes I do well, and sometimes I do horrible. But that's the fun, just trying to figure it out.
Your patronage is appreciated.
Then after a few builds, I check the internet, I see how close I came to something that's really good. And again, sometimes I'm close, other times I'm way off. But I can tell you this, so far, for some of the mechanics of the game, they're a little confusing. Like some of the numbers just don't make sense to me. I don't know if other people are having that issue with this game, but those can be a little bit confusing, so it's giving me a little bit of confusion on how to build the character, but I have a good skill tree path, so I'm going to try to follow that and see what happens. So we found the inn that Valeria is supposed to be in.
Greetings, dear customer. Deepest apologies. All our rooms are full. You should search elsewhere for accommodation. Promptly.
Yes, that's not what I'm here for. Look, did you see a tall blonde woman around? Yeah, tad crazy? Does that ring any bells?
I haven't seen such a woman, sir. So maybe you should really look for her outside.
You're acting weird. You okay? Hello?
Go. Just go now.
What the?
Aha, you're definitely the one.
I'm sorry. They were here before you arrived.
This looks like another boss.
An Alastor? Tell me, friend, why is an elite Republican assassin coming for me? We're on the same team here.
Oh, there's no need to panic, friend. I'm just here to escort you back to camp.
I don't think this guy knows who he's dealing with.
Fight, are you?
You should go now. Where's Valeria?
Oh, you'll see her. But right now, you drop your weapons and come with me.
Where is she?
Oh, you're smarter than you look. Don't make this harder than it has to be. If you don't come quietly, you'll be branded as a deserter. Then I'll have the authority to handle you.
Handle me? You do not just handle one of the children of Heimlock. Start dancing, dead man.
So be it. Now, take him down! I'm done toying with you. Let's finish this.
So I did get a summon in my beginning path to Necromancer. I'm going to try to get some of the more summoning skills and also some of the more necro-related skills, a lot of toxic stuff, poison. And apparently there's a golem summons as well, and I want to really check that out if I see it. I have not seen it yet, but if I see it in the skill tree at Demetra, I'm definitely going to buy it.
This is not good. Not good at all. Why send an Alastor?
So that guy
for
wasn't
me?
too hard.
Something must have happened to Val. She can't be behind this. I must get through the
It'd
purifiers.
be nice
and meet
if
with
that
Heimlock.
pet taunted the
Only he can
boss a
set
little
things
bit
straight.
more, though. Free me up to just, you know, unleash spells on it. Alright, let's go find Valeria.
The purifiers went through Wildling's territory to attack the Brotherhood of Dawn. This is where I'll find them.
So we need to warp to the farmlands again. So who knows, I mean, I may decide to change my build a couple times throughout this Let's Play series, but for now I think Necromancer is where I want to go. And I'm going to build my talents in that direction. I cannot afford resetting my passive skill tree yet, but as soon as I can, I'm going to do that. And the other thing about this game is that, you know, I mean, it's so fresh from release that things are bound to change. So a good build that today is going to maybe not be the greatest build tomorrow or after the next update. So we'll have to wait and see, you know, how that pans out. But again, that's another reason why being able to reset your skills and attributes at the drop of a hat is awesome. You can't see it, but I'm doing a small golf clap for the Wolcen devs right now. Good job. That's seriously good job, guys. That it's very nice to be able to not have to do a crazy quest or find a bunch of rare items to reset your skills and attributes. This is definitely a loot game. I mean, there's so much loot dropping. I find myself, at the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm not picking up white items. I'm only going to pick up blues. And the farther I get into it, I'm thinking, I don't really care about blues. I just want to get gold stuff. do need to try to make enough gold so that I can buy some more skills, some more necromancer specific skills. Hopefully I'll find that golem summons. It's got a weird name, I heard, but I saw it once actually on Demetra, but I didn't buy it.
No.
So I think we need to just keep heading south here. Trying to gather all the gold I can so I can get some more skills. I think the skills that I'm going to end up getting are the one that I have now, the zombie summon. I forget the name of it. There's another one called, I think it's Feeding Swarm. There's another one called Hunting Swarm, which apparently gives you like archer summons, like plaguelings that have bows, which sounds cool. And then there's the golem summons, which I forget the name of. It's got kind of a weird name. And there's another one that's like an AoE poison buff. I'm not sure the name of that one. I think it's called Plague Burst or something like that. But I'm definitely going to be out on the lookout for all of those skills. And anything else that I find useful that I'm just not aware of yet.
There's more and more of you. This is getting out of hand. Damascus will regret not addressing this while he had the time. I feel stronger.
Feeding Swarm, yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, on to the next area.
I don't hear him. He was behind us. Where did he...
Would you bloody shut up and listen? Go check.
Why me?
Just go. Oh no.
Coward. Edric! Brother! Just the one I was looking for. I missed you, brother. I'm glad you survived that mess down there. So am I. You've seen Val? Edric, have you seen her? Yes,
Did she talk to you?
she did. She pleaded your case to me and Malis. Your strange condition, the surges of witchcraft, everything. We wanted to bring this to Father, but Malis had lost her mind after seeing you transform. Sending an Alastor to get you back, Valeria stood in her way.
She's all right.
Just detained for now. But Malis might want to make an example of her. She's kept with our prisoners of the Brotherhood of Dawn. Come now. We have to meet Father. Only he can keep Malis in check and make things right.
Okay, I'm gonna ward back to town, check the Metra.
Well, there goes my concentration. How can I help you?
Okay, we've got some interesting stuff here. Go grab that one.
Don't be shy.
I'm gonna sell some gear and see if I can get enough to buy that other skill as well. Plus, like I said before, this game has so much gear in it. Your inventory can fill up really quickly. And anything I find that I think is good, I dump over into the shared chest, because I've got a couple other characters that I'm building right now, and anything they can use, you know, it's nice to have that player chair, that shared chest that you can just open up. And
Hi, please don't touch
okay, let's
anything.
get this skill as well. Well, look at a couple of these here.
I can't sit around all day. I have archives
So I'll
to
grab
tend
that
to.
one instead. Sell that. Sell that one.
Bye.
They'll never see it coming.
Okay, rework my skill bar here a little bit. You know, I didn't even think about it, but you should be able to probably summon more than one minion. I can't respec yet. Here's my current tree, as you saw in the last video. I found that the poison skills are under the assassin tree, and I want to work towards that. So what I will probably do is move the second tier so that I can go in a straight line this way right up to the assassin tree. So I've got to rotate that so that I can just move right into the poison skills, which I think are going to help out the necromancer, you know, toxic damage. I think that'll help out the damage that I'm going to do as a necromancer. So I'm going to move toward that. And that might be a mistake, I don't know. We'll see how it pans out once I get there. So you can... I wonder how many I can summon. I'll have to take a look at that later. You know, one thing that I noticed that I don't really like is the fact that you can target your allies.
I doubt the demon alone is behind this.
Like, I can sit there and shoot bolts at Edric all day
This
long.
amount of power is
I don't think they should necessarily trigger your targeting. You know what I mean? I mean, the game should kind of ignore them as far as targeting goes, because that kind of gets in the way of you actually hitting an enemy.
Got his rage. If only we would have taken him together.
Tell me about it.
Just my opinion on that. I don't think that's a good mechanic. It seems like a bug to me. It looks like something they need to fix, honestly. already discovered issues with this game on targeting. There's sometimes, like, I'll have something targeted and it'll be outlined and I'm shooting at it and my bolts are going right through it or right next to it and it's not hitting what I have targeted. I've noticed that in a few cases.
I can't do that
And I
right
think
now.
that's definitely a bug in the game. So I'm going to hit this side area here. Let's take a look and see what we got in here. So we got to kill a guy at the end, it looks like. We'll run through here, see what we can find. There might be some good stuff on the guy at the end here. What I'm really after is more interacts so I can take those and sell them to Demetra, get more primordial affinity so that I can reset my passive skill tree. So that's what I'm really after here. It's funny because on my other character, I have another ranged character that I'm working on, and that character, like, interacts drop like candy. I mean, they're just everywhere. And on this character, it seems like I struggle to find them. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should just move them over to the shared chest so that I can take them out and, you know, just sell them that way and get what I need to respec. I'll probably do that once this video is done. So I can respec my character. I am liking the minions though. Those guys are working out pretty well. They did a decent job of having a necro character in this game. Class, whatever you want to call it. Okay, looks like the boss guy is down this direction. There he is. Okay, so when you kill him, you get some options for items here. I don't see anything particularly great. Actually, you know, I think I will do, I think I'll change that and do the radius instead. Yeah. Okay, back out. We're on our way to the next area. Get my minions back here.
Another earthquake. Get ready.
So I think with this Plague Burst AoE, you know, this little like aura that you have, it appears to, if you kill something, it explodes, or if your minion dies, it explodes, and then that poison like gets on other things and basically puts an ailment on it. So if you were to have this aura up and you hit the weakest creature, killing it, it would actually do damage to the other creatures that are more powerful in your radius. But if you're fighting a single target, I don't know how useful it is, unless unless of course your minion dies and they poison the monster that you're fighting. from what I've seen in this game so far, it seems like most builds do well against trash mobs. Like you're hard pressed not to, do a lot of damage to the trash mobs that you see. But where you're really going to find out if your build is good or not is when you start fighting the bosses. And still, I think most of the bosses are pretty easy at this point too. There's some of them that are a little challenging.
I take it we won the battle against the Brotherhood of Dawn? We did. Their camp is burning as we speak. Did they fight well? Not well enough. Taking the flank left them no chance to rally and push us back. Where's our camp? Nearby. We're packing up and ready to leave. Stormfall wouldn't be too happy if they found a Republican army near their borders.
Oh, trust me. Stormfall has much worse to worry about with tormented souls roaming the countryside.
See my skill screen popping up every once in a while. I am hitting WASD sometimes when I'm playing this game, like I'm trying to control a character with those keys. I play a lot of other games that have, WASD is the, forward, back, right, left, and sometimes I get confused on this game and I think I'm moving with those keys. And so I keep hitting S and bringing up the skill screen, or I will hit W and drink that potion in the W spot. Just because I'm hitting the wrong keys. Like right now, my hands are poised over WASD. So if you see the skill screen pop up a couple times in this video, that's why. Especially when I'm like in the middle of a fight and you'll see the skill screen come up. That's why it's coming up. Yeah, it's hard to tell if that ore is killing things or if I'm killing everything and the poison's not really doing much. I'll have to test that out because I want to make sure that I mean, if this is useful, then good, but I don't know if this is going to be useful necessarily, moving forward, so I'll take a closer look at that. Like that time it seemed to affect some of the other creatures, maybe even kill them. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, it does seem beneficial. I'll keep it up, but like I said, in a single target encounter, I don't know if it's going to be that helpful. Unless a minion dies. Some interesting items dropping there. We're gonna head toward the exit here. Kill some more trash. Like the combination of this aura and your, the tears of Thelial. You can smoke most of the trash mobs out there, it looks like. I do wish those minions would taunt a little bit more. It seems like they attack, but they don't really necessarily take the threat away from your character.
Remember the Battle of High Peak? You mean the slaughter of High Peak? Aye, we were down to the three of us with Val. Outnumbered 10 to 1 with no escape route. The final stand of the Children of Heimlock.
It was a close one. Yes. Why the nostalgia, though?
That night, the three of us swore to always keep each other's back. No matter the odds.
No matter the odds.
Yeah. I meant every word of it and still do. I don't care what kind of curse has fallen upon you, I won't let Malis get in your way, brother. The only judgment I acknowledge will be the one of Heimlock.
I can't do that right now.
It does look like that guy had a poison ailment, and nothing died near him, so... I'm also wondering if maybe different weapons would work better instead of a staff.
I feel stronger.
But for now, I'll keep my staff and see how that works. Because the catalyst is a one-handed weapon, so you could equip that and cast all these spells, but still have a different weapon in your main hand, like a sword or a gun or something. I'll take a look at that and see if that's maybe more beneficial than a staff. At this point, I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at other weapons besides staves, so...
The remains of the Brotherhood of Dawn's camp is north of us.
Can't manage that.
Okay, next area. I sense a boss incoming. Doesn't look like we can go anywhere until we defeat all these guys, so I'm guessing there's going to be a boss fight coming up.
They're relentless.
Come at us, curse!
Not happy.
Oh, that guy's got tears up that way. That's
Not
cool.
happy.
First time I've seen an NPC cast that. Oh, here's the boss.
Come to me, little pups. I will carve your flesh and wipe my ass with your Republican skin.
So that guy's definitely taking poison damage, I think, because he killed my minions. Poison does seem to be having an effect on him, so that's cool. I mean, it seems useful. Alright guys, so after this boss fight, I'm going to end this video. Ooh. Looks like we found a legendary. Let's take a look at that. Interesting. Alright guys, well I'm going to end the video at this point. If you like the video, hit the like, subscribe. See you in the next video. Kraegan out.